Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Geek Authority. We are going to review Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Okay, so we're going to give you guys a spoiler-free review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We both saw it last night on Wednesday, May 3rd. This is probably going to come out on Friday.
Sure.
Just giving people some background because I want to mention something about the audience I saw it with at the end. And also, stick around till the end of the episode. We are going to give out Avengers World number 15. It's a Rocket and Groot variant cover. So this is from my personal collection because we ran out of Guardians of the Galaxy comics at the stash. So everything you see behind us, these are my comics.
That's Anthony gloating.
Yep,
so you know.
It's my personal stash. But anyway, so spoiler-free review. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet, but it might be hard because I really love this movie. I really loved Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians 1 is my second favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie after Avengers 1. It's so much fun. I love the soundtrack, I love the colors, I love the cinematography. Everything about it was amazing, the characters. And this movie was just more of what I loved. Can it live up to the hype? Because the first one was so good. Look, it's going to be impossible. You can't recreate magic a second time. It's hard to get that sort of lightning in a bottle twice. But the characters were the focus of this movie, so if you're expecting more set pieces, more action, you might be disappointed. This movie kind of slows things down a little bit. The pace might be a little slow for some people. I had no problem with it because, again, the focus was on the characters, and since I love these characters so much, I just wanted to learn more about them and spend more time with them. So those are my just opening thoughts. Nabil?
I also loved the movie. It was pretty darn good. The beginning scene, they started off with a pretty hilarious scene, and it's so colorful. There's a fight with a monster, let's just say that, and like the monster spit out some beautiful like rainbow
colors.
It's such a beautiful movie. Like, I wish I didn't watch it in 3D because some of the colors like fade with the 3D, but absolutely gorgeous movie. The characters, the cast the chemistry is great between them, and you can tell like they have a lot of fun in this movie. Yeah, love the movie. Some of the jokes, I'm gonna say, didn't land for me, maybe because I was in an empty theater, but that's just personal.
I laughed so much, and I saw it in 2D, and some of the sequences looked like they would be great in 3D. Was it cool in 3D?
Yeah, there were some cool scenes like in 3D, but
I was also thinking, I'm glad this is in 2D because the colors are so bright.
Yeah, some of the colors fade with 3D, but a lot of the 3D action scenes are pretty cool.
And not to talk about the visuals too much, but one of the things that disappoints me in most Marvel Cinematic Universe movies is that the cinematography is never that inspiring. They all kind of look the same, they feel the same, the colors are sometimes a little muted, they look like TV movies sometimes, in my opinion. Doctor Strange didn't have that problem. For example, Captain America the First Avenger didn't have that problem, but most of the other movies kind of look the same. The Guardians movies really have their own style and flavor, and what I also like is you can feel James Gunn as a director, and his personality seeps through the movie. And with a lot of these Marvel movies, we're starting to lose that. Like, for example, if you watch Doctor Strange, could you tell me that it felt like a Scott Derrickson movie?
Shut up, phone. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Just in case, I'll repeat it. For example, if you watch Doctor Strange, you can't tell that it's a Scott Derrickson movie.
It's just a good old Marvel movie.
It's just a movie. When you watch Ant-Man, there's nothing that's very Peyton Reed-ish about it, because what's Peyton Reed's style at the end of the day? But the Guardians movies are very much their own thing. And I like the fact that a director can infuse his personality into a film. I don't want them to just blend in together. And I get it, you're sort of trying to build this cohesive universe and everything's got to tie into each other, but...
Yeah, but James Gunn does like a great job just making it his own.
He makes it his own, and his humor is just in there, and...
You would think with such a big studio they wouldn't allow that, but...
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised, and I want to see more Marvel movies. Like, for example, Iron Man 3. Say what you will about it, some people hate it, some people love it. I really like it, but it felt like a Shane Black movie. You can't say that about a lot of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So that's why the Guardians franchise stands out to me. Again, the pacing might be a little slow for some people because there's a big chunk of movie where not much happens in terms of action.
It's all character development.
It's character development, and I think that's a necessary thing because these are great characters. They have very complex pasts, and we learn a little bit more about each and every one of them. Drax, we get to learn more about Drax.
Gamora.
A little bit more about Rocket, a lot more about Gamora and Nebula. Nebula was one of my least favorite characters in Guardians 1. She's played by Karen Gillan. I hated her. I like her a lot more in this one. She's still not my favorite because I'm not a big fan of the performance in general, but
she did a good job to me.
I get where she's coming from. I get where she's coming from. Gamora, we learned a lot more about Star-Lord, obviously, with his dad, played by Kurt Russell. He's Ego, the Living Planet, and when they had announced that he would be playing Ego and Ego would be his dad, I was like, how's that going to work? But they make it work. I like the whole twist they put on Ego, the Living Planet. He's different from what he is in the comics, but it works, and even have some visual nods to how he looks like in the comics. Honestly, Yondu was a standout to me. I love Yondu. Michael Rooker always brings it. I loved Drax. He was hilarious. I was in a pretty packed theater compared to you.
I had maybe 10 people in the theater, maybe because I went at 10:30 at night. So
no, I was at 8 o'clock in Beirut suits, and everyone was laughing. Baby Groot was adorable. Honestly, like I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but you guys are going to love it. The soundtrack, I would say,
not as memorable as the
first one. It's maybe not as memorable as the first one because they used some songs that maybe aren't as famous. The first one sort of had a lot more on-the-nose songs, but I loved it. I want to download the soundtrack.
I'm not going to download it. It's all on you.
No, I'm definitely downloading it. Actually, a friend of mine is downloading it, and she's giving it to me. But I definitely want to get it.
Not illegally, I hope.
No, legally, of course. But I love the soundtrack. And I would say my only complaint is that the final battle sequence that happened ran about 10 minutes too long. I was sort of, all right, I get the point. Let's just speed things up just a little bit.
Yeah, because they kind of like, they give you the exposition of what they need to do to win this final battle.
And and then it dragged on a little too long. Yeah. I got a little tired. So that's my only complaint.
I feel at the same time there was that extension of the final battle was to develop some of the characters a bit more.
I get it, but like taking 10 minutes off wouldn't have hurt, but maybe for people who got too bored with the sort of 20, 30 minute stretch where there wasn't much action. But again, it's a nitpick. For some reason, people are saying that it's getting bad reviews. It's at like 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's already certified fresh on Rotten
look,
Tomatoes.
It's great. Okay, it might not live up to the first one, but again, the first one was so fresh and new, and it was such like a burst of like energy to the Marvel Cinematic Universe that it came out of nowhere, kind of. So
I think this is one of the better sequels in the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
especially direct sequels. Yeah, other than the Winter Soldier, this is
up there, definitely
up there. And look, these movies, the Guardians movies, are way more emotional than any other Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Surprisingly enough.
So like if a character gets hurt or dies, you actually are emotionally invested and you're devastated. I'm looking at you, Quicksilver. I did not care when Quicksilver died in Avengers 2. But when people get hurt in this, you feel it. And it's a testament to how strong these characters are, to the performances, and to James Gunn as a writer and a director. I cannot recommend this enough. If you like the first one, you're going to love this one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, this is it's definitely a solid movie to go watch.
Absolutely. And please stick around throughout all of the end credits. Now, I was very impressed. Now,
there was like 5?
There's like 5 or 6 end credit sequences. Now, we live in Lebanon. A lot of times, once Marvel movies end, you see half the theater, at least half the theater, get up and leave. And I just want to scream out, please sit down, it's not over. I watched this on May the 3rd at 8 p.m. in Beirut, Sousse. And if you guys are watching, if anyone's watching, leave a comment and make yourself known. No one got up in my theater. Everyone sat down and watched the end credits.
Impressive.
I was so impressed. I was like, God damn it, I'm with a nerdy audience. This is amazing. So please, if you're at that screening, make yourself known.
3 of the 10 people I had in the theater left.
No one left. So we're giving out. So this is an Avengers comic, but with a variant Rocket and Groot cover. This was, I think, published in 2015. It's a really cool cover. It's one of my favorites. I like Rocket and Groot variant covers. So to get this comic book, please make sure that you follow the Comic Stash on Instagram and like the Comic Stash on Facebook. Also, for safe measure, like Heyoka on Facebook and follow Heyoka on
You'll have Instagram. A better chance to win.
You'll have a better chance. But to win, you need to like both the Comic Stash on Instagram and Facebook. And leave a comment either on Facebook or on YouTube. The video is going to be everywhere. And obviously, you need to live in Lebanon to win. And we'll let you know who the winner. We'll announce the winner next week, or we'll send you a message, and you'll come to pick up the comic, maybe hang out with Nabil and myself at the studio. Sounds like a punishment at this point, right? So maybe just pick up the comic and go.
You don't have to stay here with us.
You don't have to, but if you want to, you're welcome to. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Geek Sargon, Nabil.
Khoury 1.
Yeah, it's not the most active Instagram.
Don't waste your time. Don't
just
follow me on
just
Instagram.
Tell them to post more. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Not enough people, I think, know it's even coming out in Lebanon.
Yeah, so that's a real pity.
We're doing your marketing for you, Disney. Go watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and yeah, thanks for watching.